education. Um, there's also the specter of the angry parent that looms large. So, for example, in the second box, you had one individual saying, "My admin is somewhat supportive, but afraid of parental backlash." I think a lot of their steps forward, though, are due to my presence as an out queer teacher. So, really, it's this one individual's presence as an out educator that's really driving the work, and it's falling on that one individual to do that work. One educator, however, can't be the only one doing it. Schools are pretty big ecosystems, and on top of the systemic issues at play, there's the nefarious bullying that students endure. So you see it here in this third box. One educator noted that bullies are facing no real consequences. So it's important that there's a whole school approach and a whole system approach that ensures bullying, transphobia, and homophobia are confronted, challenged, and not tolerated. Suffice it to say, these are examples of ways in which transphobia manifests. And it's also important to understand that transphobia is not isolated to one board and not one specific way of happening. So oftentimes it starts with projecting what you consider important onto youth. So in particular, a number of our respondents indicated that they teach in elementary grades, and therefore their students were too young to understand or engage with gender, yet failed to acknowledge the importance of providing students with information to sift through the conflicting and misleading messages they hear about gender, sexual orientation on top of that, and to provide them with a context to really develop positive attitudes and respectful values based on accurate information about gender that can also benefit their understanding of themselves. So I'd like to flag that point because I'll take up that a little bit later. Then there's also the piece that many educators are trying to do trans affirming or inclusive work in